Today we're taking a look at a pair of shoes that last time it released exploded in aftermarket value, and to this day resells for over $1,000.
Dude! What the
Well, it's back, but this time has a pretty big problem. Yeah, it shouldn't sound like that. Here we have the box. Actually, a nice little addition to this pair of shoes. You got the matte black mixed with all of the speckles and Jumpman in gloss black, so you can see the contrast. But let me pop these things open and let me show you guys today's sneaker, the Black Cat 4s. So here we have them, the murdered out Black Cat 4s, and I've been saying this the entire year. As soon as we found out that these things were going to re-release, it's like the drop in 2025 for these is going to be very interesting. Yeah, these have a pretty wild history, but of course, before we get into all of the details about this pair of shoes, let me tell you guys how you're gonna get them with all of the release drop dates. So these are gonna be releasing on Black Friday, which this year is November the 28th. Retail price on these is the higher $225. Across the board, Nike and Jordan products had that like slight $5 to $10 bump. That's mainly due to tariffs. They announced it a while ago, so yeah, $225 for these things. And from the looks of it, these are going to be a general release, a big general release, meaning that anybody who wants them should be able to get them. A little bit of an asterisk there. At least there should be a decent amount of pairs that they made of these things. But of course, given the history of this pair of shoes, we're not entirely sure how the drop is actually going to go. Will these fly off of shelves and demand a higher resale value, or will they be easily accessible? Times are different now, and a lot of hyped up Jordans have been sat on shelves and even discounted at outlets and different retailers. But this one is a little bit of an outlier, especially given its history. The 2020 release of these things was one of the biggest shocks to the sneaker game. They launched and kind of just hung around. They sat on shelves. Nobody really paid too much attention to them until they slowly started disappearing. People started buying them up and the price just absolutely skyrocketed. So yes, that 2020 pair is still $1,000 if you wanted to pick those things up. So how is the drop gonna go for these? We're gonna have to wait and see. It feels like it could kind of go either way. Nevertheless, let's talk about what you're going to be getting if you do pick this pair of shoes up. And of course, one of the most unexpected problems I discovered buying this pair of shoes. So here's the issue. I pulled these out of the box and went to put them on. So I started loosening up the laces, and as soon as I opened it up to put my foot inside, just they started squeaking. Walking around in them, same thing, just making a really loud squeaking noise. Now, I'm not entirely sure if this was an issue with the last Black Cats. I didn't buy those things, obviously. They're ridiculously expensive. But it's certainly not a thing I've come across with any of the other Jordans, at least not to this extent. Like, even just touching them. Like, you can really hear that noise. Like, it's pretty loud. Like, walking around, you're definitely going to hear it squeaking. Now look, I'm personally not someone to make a big deal out of this or even really care. I own a couple shoes that kind of squeak, but I do know that a lot of people really hate shoes that squeak. In fact, currently On is getting sued for their squeaky shoes. Like, a lot of people absolutely hate it. So who knows, maybe Nike and Jordan Brand have a lawsuit heading their way.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Now, why this is happening is pretty simple. It's mainly around the eye stay. So this shiny plastic that you see, that creates friction against the material that they've added to these things, and thus creates this sound that, yeah, it's pretty significant. Now, it's not that this material combination is necessarily different to the other Jordan 4s that we've seen come like this. I mean, these are supposed to be the exact same as the 2020 pair, or even the 2006 pair. And according to Nike, those those were made from nubuck leather. Now, Jordan and Nike did create a synthetic version of this nubuck. They call it Durabuck, but obviously as of right now, we're not entirely sure if that's exactly what they used on here, because their Durabuck does feel pretty much the same. So we'll have to see if there's some kind of explanation, or if Nike kind of details when they launch this pair of shoes exactly what material they're using on here. Now, everything on this pair of shoes remains identical to the 2020 pair, with a glossy black plastic eye stays and the matted out rubber mesh material. The wing straps are made from the same nubuck material as the rest of the shoe, which is something that's a little bit different for your standard Jordan 4. Usually they come with plastic. But there is one pretty significant change to these that we've never seen on a pair of black cats before, and that is the Nike Air branding. Both the 2020 pair and the 2006 pair both had Jumpman logos. It's a pretty interesting and bizarre move from Jordan Brand. Typically, we don't see Nike Air branding on the back unless it's an OG colorway, you know, like Breads or White Cements or Military Blues. So for some reason, they decided to switch these things up, which I guess is kind of the defining feature of these. It's how you're going to know that this is the 2025 pair, that it has the Nike Air branding. Now, obviously, for the most part, these are completely black, but there are some elements on this pair of shoes that are not black. So you've got the white Nike logo underneath. Also, both patches on the tongue come in a graphite gray, so it's just very dark, but you can definitely see a little bit of a contrast there. Same thing on the reverse of the tongue. You've got the Air Jordan patch, which is also gray. Now, on foot, obviously, these are the same as any other Jordan 4. So for sizing, and for me personally, I always stay true to size. That's what I'm going to recommend to you. It's just, yeah, if you've tried a pair of 4s, stick with the same size. And also, I do want to highlight one thing about this pair of shoes. So there's a decent amount of people who believe this is the most overhyped Jordan ever made. And on the surface, and initially, you could kind of see where they're coming from. I mean, this is just a triple black pair of Jordan 4s. Nothing crazy special. It's not a collaboration. Yet, it's so insanely popular. And obviously, resells for an incredible amount of money. And I was honestly trying to rack my brain, thinking like, why is this pair of shoes so popular? Why do people love this sneaker? And honestly, I think it only really makes sense when you put these things on foot. You got a pair of black pants on. It all makes sense now. Just the Jordan 4 silhouette blacked out, it almost feels essential. It really feels like you just have to have a pair of these things. It looks so good in triple black, and honestly might be one of the best looking triple black sneakers that you can buy. And I think that really is just unique to the Jordan 4 silhouette. It just natively looks really good in all over black. Now, obviously the best fits that you could put together with these things is going to be all black. To me, that just looks insane. But they're also incredibly versatile. That's the nature of having a black pair of shoes. So, you know, regardless of what color pants you put on, what color fit you put on, like so many of them just look great. So I think just the nature of these things looking real good, murdered out, and then also being super versatile, it's very clear why they're so popular. It's incredibly easy to style and incredibly good looking. Now, I will also add to this, 2025, you've got options like never before. Not only have we had one of the most insane years for the Jordan 4 model, like some incredible pairs, undefeated 4s. I don't need to list them off. You guys know what's going on this year. But you even have like really good affordable options with the Jordan 4 RM. They released a black cat version, which is like almost half the price of these things. And for that money, you're getting like 60 to 70% of the Jordan 4 black cat. Just, you know, a lot more comfortable. So yeah, at the end of the day, I think the Jordan 4 model is far from over in terms of its hype cycle. Like, not only have we had just an insane year for this sneaker model, but next year is also looking like it's going to have an incredible year. Nigel Sylvester has some more 4s coming. They've got a bunch of like OGs returning. There's more collaborations. There's just a lot to look forward to if you're a fan of this model. But I guess we're gonna have to wait and see how the release of these things go. Again, it's gonna be very interesting. So I'd love to know from you guys, like, are you gonna be going for these things? What do you think about the 2025 Black Cat Jordan 4? Let me know down in the comment section, and like always, I'm gonna throw another video in the top left-hand corner. Click on it to check it out.